On everybody, welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have ADA Cardano up on the screen, the 1 week price chart, and I've been spending a couple days on this count. There's a lot of different ways we can go with it right now. It's definitely not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with how deep we've gotten at this point with ADA. It does appear that it's more of like a large time-based macro correction here on the D wave. We're creating a triangle structure. So I am going to be looking for the E wave. That's what ends up coming next. So let's talk about these targets and kind of where we see ADA going here. So first things first, just to keep it basic, let's take this A drawdown to B drawdown, right? See if we've closed that range out with a 4-2-3-6, and we haven't yet. All right, that's up there at the 550 mark. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I keep moving forward here. Next, this C to D drawdown. Again, that's more like right there for the lows, but you can see the upper trend line of this converges with the 3618 up here, right? So some confluence for that $10 area. And I have another video out from the past that compares Ethereum Classic to ADA, and it shows, if ADA, it's been following along. I haven't looked in a minute, but been following along with Ethereum Classic. And if it ends up doing a similar move to Ethereum Classic, that also puts us up into the $10 range. So go check that video out as well over on X or YouTube. But looking at this right here, that $10, I mean, 1062, you see it up there, right? One other thing I want to look for is this most recent drawdown, going back to the top of the Trump pump to where we're at now. Full extension gets us pretty close out here to the 1618 of this range, around 488. And we remember that when we drew this, what else? I know there's a lot up there right now. Bear with me. We see that right up here, this $5 range for ADA has a lot of different signs of confluence up here, right? So for me, I'm going to say my conservative estimate for ADA is going to be that $5 range. In my primary, I think it's a great project. I think ADA gets up there around $10 during this bull run. There's one thing I want to show you too. Besides just all of this long-term target stuff, here, I'll mark that out for you real quick. We're saying that $5 range, make that green, a little bit happier. $5 range, that's my conservative, and then I'm looking up here around $10 is my primary for ADA. Okay, the other thing I wanted to point out is I wanted to show how similar this, let me start that over. This structure right here, how similar that looks right now to this structure right here. You guys notice the similarities here? So check this out. From this high here to that drop, you can see this got stopped out a little bit above the 0.5 and rolled back over, right? So first things first, you see the similarities between these fractals, right? Okay. So the other thing, let's look at this one now. From there to this low, where did that take us? Just up above the 0.5 before it capitulates down to the lower trend line. Up to the 0.5, capitulates where it ends up meeting at the lower trend line, right? Very similar structurally. Okay, so what ended up happening after that? Well, we went up to the top of the range. What are we looking for right now? A move up to the top of the range. So structurally, you have two very similar things playing out from the last time this thing took off back here. So another way we can do that is we can take this, can do a bars pattern. And again, it's not perfect by any means, but I mean, you guys can see how similar these two are, right? So that's what I'm looking at. I honestly, guys, across the board right now, I believe that these corrections are coming to an end. I think we have a blow off top in stock markets, in crypto, and all of that coming. But what ends up happening after these things do get up there and reach the areas that we're talking about, I'm talking like depression, recession type stuff happening here. So I am not long-term bull. I am not super cycle, Bitcoin to 400K. None of that for me. My Bitcoin top right now is 155,000. Right? I think alts are going to severely outperform in this last leg of the market, and then it's all over. But I do think for Cardano, again, $5 is my conservative. I'm looking up here at the $10 range for my primary. And I think it's again, I don't, in no way, shape, or form do I think that that's a crazy target. So where we're at right now, if we were to get that 1040, 25x, right? After that recent drop, well, what was this leg? That leg was 168x. This leg, 75x. So we're just talking about a 25er. Not that crazy when you put it into perspective to what Cardano's been able to do in the past. So that is it for this one, guys. Join the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord, and I teach you how to do TA. Link to that in the bio. If not, thank you so much for being here. If you could follow, like, repost. I want to get out to as many people as I can before it's too late. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.